by my solitude.
Hello and welcome to Bands You've Never Heard Of, our podcast where we find bands that are awesome and play their music for you so that you can go listen to them on your own. And I've got a band for you tonight. I am joined as usual by my co-host Gary. How you doing, buddy?
That hand works. I'm doing great. It's always fun because he keeps me completely and utterly in the dark until the Zoom comes on. And then I find out, A, what we're doing, but I still don't find out who we're doing it with or for.
Now, the audience, they heard a touch of it just now because the opening song was the band that I will be revealing for you tonight, but I'm adding that in post, so you've not heard that yet.
Right. You are correct. I'm coming in totally blind.
This band is going to rock. I'm going to promise you that. Before we get to the band, though, we need to talk about something. Gary, did you listen to this week's episode? Now, this week we're recording on Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday, the day we dropped the Seismic State episode.
No, I have not been able to listen to it yet because I haven't been driving. So
the Seismic State episode was the second episode that we've put out where Spotify has given us some trouble.
But I got all of those. Got all those
emails from Spotify.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're on the email chain with them. So
yeah,
I just want to explain for our audience what's going on. When I
upload, and then I'll translate.
So this is a video podcast and an audio podcast. If you're just listening to this on an audio only podcast player, great, no problem. There's plenty for you to enjoy here. It's about music, right? So no problem. But we decided at the beginning that we wanted this to be a video podcast so that you could see our lovely bald heads while we talk about these bands, and more importantly, so you could see the bands when we interview them at the end of the show. And that seemed pretty important. So we put out videos, and Spotify does video. But of course, so does YouTube. So we upload this show separately to Spotify, where it shows video if you're watching on the Spotify app on your computer or your phone, or you can just do audio only. And of course, it distributes the audio only to other podcast players like Apple and Amazon, etc. YouTube is a standalone thing. I upload separately to YouTube. And I fully expect YouTube to send me copyright claims. In fact, as soon as you're done uploading the video, it checks for copyright and says, hey, there's copyrighted material here. What do you want to do about it? And then I click the buttons to dispute, and I show them that we have permission, and the copyright claims are released. That process takes a week or two at most. No problem. In fact, that seems easy now compared to what Spotify has begun doing to our shows. The last two episodes, Inside the Trojan Horse and Seismic State, they sent us emails saying copyright infringement exists in this episode. What do you want to do about it? Well, what we wanted to do about it was the same thing, dispute it, or as Spotify says, appeal it. So I appealed it. I put in the same information I gave to YouTube, and on the Inside the Trojan Horse episode, it took several weeks for them to even respond, and they wanted more proof, so I had to send them a screenshot of an email, and I'm still waiting for them to deal with that. So the Inside the Trojan Horse episode only exists on YouTube right now. Someday, I'm going to wait and see how this process fully shakes out to put the Spotify version out. Since I knew this was going to be a problem and was a problem, same thing with the Seismic State episode, I went ahead and did an audio-only version of that podcast, and I cut out the music. So there's the intro and the outro of each song, but not the meat of each song. And I recorded a voiceover intro for that episode. So if you're listening to that, you should probably just go check it out on YouTube, because that's where the full episode is. So what's going to happen with this episode may be the same thing. And I'm going to strongly urge you to go check out this show on YouTube. It is the best place to get the full Bands You've Never Heard Of experience. And we will continue to try to fight this with Spotify, but I don't feel like it's a battle that's going to be easily won, which is just one of our many problems with Spotify. Right, Gary?
Well, thank you, JR, sit back for a second. Go ahead and relax.
I just monologued. Now it's your turn.
No, we as musicians ourselves, as in me, especially as a songwriter, we live and die by royalties, and everything. And it would make all the sense in the world for Spotify to be policing copyright infringement, except for two things. Number one, they do copyright infringement on the daily, and number two, they don't pay the fucking artists any fucking way. Fuck them. They don't pay. They might win the thing, but that doesn't mean that Trojan Horse is going to get any money from it. It doesn't matter because they're not going to get paid. They're going to just stick it in their goddamn pockets. And that is it's just become a thing of utilizing our art and our effort and our talents to line their fucking greedy ass pockets. And then you put on top of that advertising for
ICE.
for the Gestapo,
Yeah.
for the Gestapo. They are losing listeners by the country load, and so they're probably there's new paradigms coming up. Just found one today called Subvert, Subvert. It is in alpha testing stage right now. So we'll give you an update on that very soon. It's kind of a Bandcamp on steroids, but it's going to be more social than Bandcamp. Bandcamp is just kind of a warehouse, whereas Subvert is going to be considerably more social. And it's a cooperative, which if anyone knows me or knows my policies, that's a good thing because the creators own the company. So the people that actually do the work actually own the company, not the guy that's in the CEO seat.
So alternatives to Spotify, right? You've been sending me stuff on the regular, pointing out the wisdom of being in a band and not relying on Spotify as your main outlet. And of course, I use Spotify. I've been a Spotify user since it was in beta, and I've been a fan of the product. The Spotify service is excellent. It's got its shortcomings. They're few and far between as far as I'm concerned. And when I start to compare Spotify to all of the other streaming services, especially looking through the lens of producing this show, only Spotify makes this show possible. There is no other service that gives me all the information about the band and all of the songs from all of the bands that Spotify does. And it is in my opinion, a necessary evil. It is still an evil. I get it. And I would gladly pay Spotify more money if I knew it was going to the artists. And there's a ton of things I would change, but to do this show, I have to use Spotify.
You have to use Spotify because that is how you based the show. It's a chicken and egg.
The conceit of this show, correct.
The chicken and the egg.
It relies on Spotify.
It relies on Spotify. We could actually sit down and brainstorm this and come up with a new set of requirements, guidelines, and a new way to find other bands.
All right, maybe for season 2 in 2026, maybe we'll do that.
I'm saying yes because Spotify is on its way out as being the bellwether for everything. I've been talking to lots of other bands. I've been talking to musicians worldwide on the interwebs, and Spotify is rapidly falling out of favor because all they're about And they never really made a big deal of it. I mean, they really never told anybody that they were here for the music. They were just here to make money. I mean, that's fine. But I don't have to use you just so you can make money. I don't have to give my product to you just so you can make money. And I think by them completely crushing the market, they became the gatekeeper. They are the gatekeeper for music, which is wrong. I mean, even during the Hallican days of record labels, there were at least, 10, 20 record labels that were the gatekeepers. They were 50,000 radio stations, which were the gatekeepers. Now we have one sole gatekeeper, and that's run by an algorithm. I mean, we can do better than that. We have to do better than that. If we're asking the Democratic Party to do better than that, if we're asking our country to do better than that, we can do better than that.
So there you go.
Let's get on to the next band.
That's our thoughts on Spotify. We hate to love it. At least I do. Or maybe it's love to hate it, which is more Gary. But for now, we're using it. I'm using it to make this show possible. And if there's alternatives, great. For now, though, yeah, we need to get to a band. And I've got a band for you. It's an interesting story. And tonight's episode, or this episode, will be somewhat different than most of our episodes. Not the first part. The first part of the episode is going to be the same. The second part is different because it will not exist. And here's why. I found this band. I've started listening to this band. I love this band. I found their YouTube channel. They've got videos. We're going to see them here in a minute. And they freaking rock. So love it. I reached out to them and they emailed me back. And the email says, "Hi, JR. Thanks a lot for your interest. It means a lot. Unfortunately, the band is splitting up due to personal reasons. You may talk about us and play our music since what we've created together as a band is something we are all proud of and we still want to share it. Thanks again for reaching out. Keep up the good work. Bands need people like you and podcasts like yours." That's from Donald, the bass player of a band from Canada called Hook.
Hook. I like it.
That's the name of
I
the
bet
band.
you can't find them on Google search though.
Right?
Okay, one strike against them. That's one reason, by the way, they're breaking up, because that was our choice back a couple of years ago. Was, well, do we just say to hell with it, or do we change our name into something that you can actually search for on Spotify and Google and YouTube and anywhere else? So yeah, that would be any kind of name like that, unless they spell it HUK.
Nope. They sure don't. They call it Hook. They had to add words to it to make a YouTube channel handle, Hook Rock Band, as you see on the screen now. When we go look at them on the evil Spotify,
I have one thing to say about their picture.
Okay, let me get back to the YouTube picture.
Well, that was the same picture on both. It's the same picture.
Yep.
They look like a rock band,
don't they?
I mean, they
have the look.
Fucking look like a rock band. I mean, I want to hear them just because they look like they're supposed to be doing this. I mean, they can't. These guys cannot be doing anything other than what they're doing.
How about this picture here, which I think is more updated because now there's 5 people in the band.
Yeah. Not as good as the other one because this one is more staged.
Yeah.
From I mean, it's very slick and very glossy, but the other one is gritty and I don't know, man. It just both of them. I mean, still the band looks like a fucking rock band. I mean, just straight up. They don't. This is not a dad band. This is not a part-time thing. These guys live it. And I can't wait to hear them.
So here's their number of plays on Spotify. Nothing has even 3,000 plays. So very much under the radar, not triggering the algorithm. And I'm not even sure how I found them. I can't remember now how I found them, but I did, and they rock. And I think we should get right into some music.
Let's get some.
I think we should get some video going, though.
Yeah, I want
You
video.
have videos.
Because we're taking everybody to YouTube.
Yep.
Fuck
So yeah,
Spotify.
we're gonna start here. I might have to play one or two from Spotify. We'll see. But we're gonna start with "Where I Belong." I don't think this is the studio track. This looks and sounds like a live recording in a studio. I don't think there's an audience involved. Anyway, you be the judge. This is "Where I Belong" by Hook.
If I let you be the one for me, would you bring me higher and higher? And if it breaks all my bones, will you handle every disaster? If I turn down my dark side, will it only make me recover? They can sometimes show me things that I never thought I'll discover. If I turn down my dark side, will it make me grow up better? You're the only one that I can trust to start it all over. Take me down where I belong, right where I belong. Take me down where I belong, right where I belong. If I let you change my mind, will you guide me when I'm lost? And if you don't recognize me anymore, will you have the strength to let me go? If I turn down my dark side, will you love me even much better? You surely don't know yet, but you love me when I'm wilder. If I turn down my dark side, will it give me the answer? Am I about to be this good wife, or am I trapped in this forever? Take me down where I belong. If I let you be the one, will you bring me higher and higher? And if it breaks all my bones, promise me I will be someone better. And I will love you forever. Take me down where I belong. Take me down where I belong.
All right, Gary, that's "Where I Belong" live by Hook. What do you think?
They got a new fan. I loved it.
Nice.
Loved it. One of my favorite parts, though. I mean, you could, and you know, they supposedly did it live, and I'm pretty sure they did, but the video edit was not very good, so they wasn't synced up hardly ever. But the best part about that was the break. And you can hear the amp hum in the back. It's like, yeah, they're using real fucking amps. It's like, yes, I like it.
Yeah, no, I think they rock. I love her on vocals. The band looks like they are having a good time. Like
Yes.
they like playing these songs as much as I like listening to them.
And it was really funny because she's singing into the regular handheld mic, and but the camera keeps hitting on that Shure 551, and I'm like, well, that looks kind of silly. Why are they they should have taken that out of the shot. They should have taken that out of the shot. And then for the for the for the lo-fi part, she goes and grabs that mic and I was like, oh fuck yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah,
fucking brilliant. I loved it.
Sweet. Well, let's do another one. This next one is called Rise. And
one thing real quick, did you notice their logo? I'm been working on logos the last couple of days. So
yeah, I'm seeing their logo.
Thanks.
I haven't read anything into it yet. What is that?
That's a tube.
Is that a tube from a tube
It's
amp?
a tube. Yeah, it's a tube from a tube amp. Yes. And how great. I mean, I just attached their logo to the amp hum on the break. And
Nice.
It's just like, yes.
Yeah. As I've listened to their songs over and over again, they do breaks in songs so well. So well. They always get me fired up. They just make me go when the music comes back in, and sometimes they'll have a guitar kind of thing with it. And I mean, they a number of their songs have these incredible little stops in them that fire me up. I freaking love it. So I can't remember which song is which because most of the time I'm listening to them on my headphones. So the next song we're going to check out is called Rise. This is the official video, and I have watched this one before. I think there might even be some footage of the band not playing music. And maybe there's even a romantic connection in this band. If the video is what I'm thinking.
Hence the personal issues.
I'm wondering if that has anything to do with band not being a band anymore. So this is Rise.
Haven't they heard of Fleetwood Mac?
This is Rise by Hook. Oh.
I'm ready to go through this open door. I won't fear anymore. I'm tired to care about what they would say about what should be my way. Now I can admit to myself deep inside who I wanted to be, even if Look at me now.
That's Rise by Hook. Wow. Pretty
That was
freaking great,
powerful.
right?
It's powerful, man. That's
It's
really
time
dope.
to
But
rise.
but I also figured out why they broke up.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Interesting. I'm all ears.
It was a very telling video. Not that picture. No.
Okay.
No.
Where do you want me to go?
On get one on the rhythm guitar player. He's on stage left. Not that one.
Not this picture.
Not that picture.
That's
the bass player. You should know bass players.
I know. I'm just scrubbing.
By the way, I mean, I love this bass player's tone. I'm generally not that big of a fan of distorted bass all the time, but holy shit, he's got it down. He
Is
is
this
just
the guy?
It's just yeah,
We're
that
talking
guy.
about? All right, rhythm guitar player, the guy with the big mop of hair.
Yeah, and the Carvin. Big kudos for playing the Carvin.
Okay.
My buddy Johnny Vaughn has played a Carvin for like 40 years, and it is one of the nicest guitars ever made. And it's Canadian, so big kudos to him. But okay, yeah, we're right there because if we could just sneak back or forward a couple of frames, I think we're going to see why the band broke up. That's why they broke up. Not even fucking cargo shorts, dude, or fucking gym shorts on stage. No. You're not the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sorry.
I had
the
the
only
thought
ones
when I saw that in the video earlier. The thought went through my mind, and I didn't think you were going to pick up on it or call that out. But yeah, I mean that is a rule, right? You don't wear freaking shorts on stage.
Not the guitar player, man. No,
Now-
the bass player, maybe.
The
No.
female lead singer, that doesn't count.
Definitely.
She's definitely allowed to wear those shorts.
She's definitely allowed to wear anything she damn well wants. I love her docs. The docs are perfect. But I mean, no self-respecting anyone wears fucking gym shorts. I can even understand cargo shorts. At least they could be a dad band. But fucking gym shorts? Really? Come on, man. Have some fucking respect for yourself and your bandmates. Jesus.
All right, let's go find out who he is. Here's their bio from Spotify. Hook is a Canadian hard rock band formed in 2017 by Luke Jr. Belisle on drums, Nathan Gurnan on guitar, Vincent Gendron on guitar. So it's one of those two, Nathan or Vincent. I'm gonna
That's
guess.
a tough.
I'm gonna guess Vincent. So I would think lead guitar comes before rhythm guitar, but I don't know.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Donald O'Brien on bass and Patricia Larcher on vocals, influenced by bands such as the Foo Fighters, Royal Blood, and Audio Slave. The band's music stands out for its energy, sincerity, and intensity. Directed by Charles Emile Bodin, the EP Out of My Cage is a crossover between the soulful voice of the singer, reminiscent of Amy Winehouse, and the guitar sounds of the 90s. Having recorded the band as a unit, having tracked each instrument simultaneously, the listener can get a glimpse into what it would be like hearing Hook live. The sincerity and energy felt when listening to these songs is palpable. The visceral nature of the music on this album will definitely please the greatest of rock fans.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna go with Vincent too, I think. But yeah, I definitely see the the comparisons to Amy Winehouse because she kind of looks Amy Winehouse-esque.
Got a little Amy Winehouse look,
A
definitely.
little bit of that. I don't think the music is at all that.
I could
I
see,
heard
I could
a-
hear it
I
in her
heard a-
vocals for
I
sure.
heard a hell of a lot of Audio Slave.
Mhm.
I mean, especially in Rise, that was an Audio Slave song basically. And I'll be blunt. I like her voice way more than Amy Winehouse's
Oh,
voice.
her voice is awesome.
I mean, it's straight up. But then that's a kind of a low bar because I'm not really a big fan of Amy Winehouse.
They've got some songs. We're probably not going to have time to explore them here, but they've got a few songs where They are down tempo, slower, and she is. It sounds like she's pouring out her soul on some stuff, and it is as much talking as it is singing. And it's for me not the most musically interesting songs at all. But if you want to hear her more and hear what she has to say, there are songs like that in their repertoire. I highly recommend checking them out. I'll be adding them to the Band You've Never Heard Of complete playlist here as this episode drops. So you'll be able to easily find Hook right there.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure which song it is. Like I said, I've just got this song, this whole band's album, their complete catalog on repeat in my headphones as I exercise these days. And so most of their songs are quite conducive to walking and running faster. That's what they help me do.
Yeah, I mean, the Rise was like a perfect study of the Audioslave side of post grunge. I mean, I know that they reference the '90s guitars and everything in their bio and everything, and they really do quite well at taking what was and making it what will be, and
Yeah.
that's what everybody hopes to have, hopes to be able to do.
So they recently posted just a couple days ago, as we record this, on November 1st was their last show. And they posted this on Facebook. Our last show at Le Betuit, I don't know how to say the rest of that in French, was one hell of a show. Thank you, everyone, for coming to share your love with us. We lived a memorable evening. I don't know. As we say, it's not the end. It's the end of an era, but not the end of all the beautiful relationships we have made on this journey. Love and rock and roll, gang. And then there's some pics of them at their last gig. And every other post is, well, maybe not that one, but every other post is in French. So I have no idea what else they're saying.
It's roll it back up to the thing, because I think I have a pronunciation for that.
Hold on, right there.
La petite boîte noire.
It was that middle word. That
Boîte. Yeah,
boîte.
boîte.
Noir. I could do the noir, but
La petite boîte noire.
Nice.
I think.
They're probably going to hear this, so they will be laughing.
Well, yeah. Please let
They'll
us
be
know
impressed. I don't know.
how badly we butchered it. But
Please let it be known that I did not butcher it. I didn't even.
Well, I got to give it a swat. I got to give it a swing, man.
I'm typically pretty good, but French stuff, most French words do not work with my brain. So there you go. All right, we're gonna finish this up with one last song, and I like it when we do that thing where you get to choose.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a choice of any of their top 10 songs, and if you don't like it, or if you want me to move on to another one, I'll give you one. Whoops, let's not do that one. Let's do another one. So pick a song that we haven't played.
Wait instead.
Wait Instead. Here we go. Wait Instead by Hook.
I'm trying to be good enough. I'm trying to be what you want.
good pick, Gary. That one had
Oh,
2 fucking great stops in it. Oh,
I, I,
Your
I only have one thing to say. Put some goddamn pants on, dude, and get the band back together. Because you're depriving the world of some amazing shit. I mean, this is ridiculous. That was so fucking good. And did you hear? I mean, did you pick up on the guitar riff during the chorus or during the B part?
no, I was
I
very
don't know.
focused on the vocals.
Yeah, the guitar riff is it's not what it's not the thing that is pinging my brain, but it's so close, and I can't I can't really pinpoint what it is, but it's something. It is a 4-note melody that is like prevalent in our society, that, and it's right there, but not that. And so perfect. I mean, oh my God, that is the epitome of a riff, which is exactly something that you think you've heard before, but you haven't. And no, I
The
picked the right
stops.
song.
I wasn't sure if you were going to pick a song that had good stops in it, as we mentioned earlier. This was 2. The one with the nice drum fill to get back into it.
Oh, the JR patented
That's
drum
right.
fill.
That's right. But the second
Yeah,
one,
I was going
actually-
to mention that.
the second stop is even better though, because it's super short, super quick, and the only thing in the stop is the guitarist going. "Pacha!"
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that kind of took my breath away a little bit. And I love the bridge. The bridge is I mean, where I don't know. I mean, they dropped more than half, didn't they? I mean, tempo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they dropped like an odd amount too. It wasn't like an even a half or a quarter or whatever. It was like a third or something, because it was like and just sucked the energy out. And she said some really amazing lyrics, and then they bring it back. No, that was how many listens has that one had?
1,200 listens.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Go ahead and listen to this fucking song, people. You need it in your life.
Find this band,
For
put
fuck's
them on
sake.
your own playlist, listen to our playlist, whatever you got to do to listen to Hook. All the songs are great, and it's sad that they will be creating music together as a unit no more. I do not know what the future holds for each person individually. I am going to respond to their email and ask them, hey, if you develop a new band, let us know, and we will be able to feature some of them again.
Or
on
if
a
you
future
find some pants, and get back together.
right.
Because I know it's the pants, man. I know it's the pants.
Yeah, it's the athletic shorts.
Yes, the gym shorts. No gym shorts, please.
Maybe it was hot that day. They were playing outside in that video.
No one else seemed to be bothered by it.
That's true.
I mean, hey,
You think it was that rather than some sort of romantic issue? Because it was
it's always a romantic issue. I mean, really, come on.
it appears the female lead singer, and the
drummer and the
may have been together at one point, at least while filming this video. They were holding.
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's all we got.
They're like walking hand in hand, but I mean, nothing about that is speaks of anything worse than fucking gym shorts.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's the band Hook.
it
They're
just doesn't happen that way.
They're from Canada. They are no more, and we will not be able to interview them. They're not coming up soon. This show is about to just end. I do want to tease the next episode without giving anything away to Gary, but the next episode's going to be a little weird.
Ooh, a little weird.
I found this next band in a completely different way than in any other band that I have found for this show. And I cannot wait to tell that story about how I found this band.
Sweet.
We'll be doing the interview earlier
I'm-
in the evening for us because they are in the UK. I'll give you that much.
Okay.
So we will be revisiting the UK with this band. And the only other thing I'm going to give you about this band is that they of all the bands we have previously featured on this show, they remind me most of a band we featured on the old show that we have yet to redo on this show. And that band is from Bellingham, Washington, and they're called Three for Silver. This is like UK Three for Silver.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
Get ready for some really fun, weird,
This is gonna be
different
fun.
stuff. So we've been rocking pretty hard in these last few episodes. And this band, they can rock, but they sound very, very different than anything we've heard recently. So get ready for some new stuff, buddy.
Well, but also, I'm glad that you're finding things outside of the old paradigm because the new year is coming soon.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the way I found this one is repeatable because I don't know.
Probably not. This episode of Bands You've Never Heard Of is a production of Ranch Hand Records. That's ranchandrecords.com. I'm not spelling that out.
No need to. Those are all words easily spelled. This show is my conception. I couldn't do it without my co-host Gary, but here's how it works. I go find bands. I do a write-up. I make a plan. I reach out. I find the bands. I get them on. I organize the whole thing. And all Gary has to do is bring his
Show up.
lifelong musical knowledge and genius and react live to what I reveal to him. And that is my I mean, the interviews are great, but I really love the first part of this show. I get a charge out of seeing you and hearing you react to these bands. Like, I hope you, audience, appreciate that this is 100% genuine reactions on Gary's part. He has no idea what I'm about to play for him.
Yeah, all I have is like little index cards in front of me here to make notes. But don't let him kid you. This is his show, and I'm just the dog and the pony.
All the music you have heard on this episode is by the band Hook that we have featured on this episode, and
Regardless of what Spotify says, you fuckers.
and as you heard when I read their email, they have given us permission to play their songs on this show, and so I will be letting Spotify know that. But if the show has to get edited so that you can hear it at all, that might be the case. If so, go find this show on YouTube. youtube.com/@bynhopod, BYNHOPOD.
We would send you to their website right now, but since they're no longer, I would say their website is also no longer. But you can go to our website and check it out at bynhopod.com.
And absolutely subscribe not only to this podcast on your favorite podcast player or YouTube or whatever, but also subscribe to the playlist, the official Bands You've Never Heard Of complete playlist. Every song from every band we've ever featured on this show is there. That playlist is getting long and unruly, but I just want to tell you, it's hours and hours of wonderful music, and it's all types of music. There's country, there's rock. And are there any other types of music? I think that's
Celtic.
there's some Celtic, absolutely.
Yeah,
weird stuff.
well, yeah, well, I mean, there's all different genres of rock. I mean, we're hitting every genre of rock from kind of jam rock to Southern California type of rock that we had.
Northern California.
Northern California rock. We've had pop punk. We've got some heavy stuff. We haven't really hit heavy metal yet, but I'm sure that's coming because that's the heavy metal is a
Inside the Trojan Horse is pretty close to heavy metal.
that's heavy alt. I mean that's hard rock. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. It definitely is not.
If they were being played on a Sirius XM channel, they wouldn't be played on Liquid Metal. They'd be played on
No.
Octane. So
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
No, I'm with you there. So
Yeah.
binehopod.com, binehopod@gmail.com. Check out the playlist. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole separate page for each band and each episode of the show. So
And you can see all of our shows on youtube.com/@binopod. And of course, we also have merch. Don't forget the merch.
we got shirts and stuff.
binopod.com. Yeah.
Support us,
And
support the bands that have merch,
Yeah.
and you can support them.
Help
Listen
keep
to
this
them
thing alive.
somewhere other than Spotify.
Yeah.
And play their music. If they have YouTube videos, go watch there. That's much quicker to monetize for these bands. If they have their
Absolutely.
own websites, go find them there. Buy the merch. I buy shirts and stuff from every band I can, and we support these bands, and so should you.
And in each episode on YouTube, we have links to the band's YouTube page also, but that's also on the website. So anywhere you go with Binho, you can get directly to the band. You can go right to their website if they have one. You can go to their Facebook. You can friend them. You can go and listen. You can watch their videos. You can buy their merch. You can get their downloads. Let's get away from this free music streaming because everybody knows it's not free. Spotify is just making buckets of money on the backs of everybody else. And I'm done. I'm out of breath.
Thank you guys so
Excited.
much for. If you're still listening right now, thank you so much.
God bless you.
I'm going to
God
put something
bless.
at the end of this that will reward you for continuing to listen all the way till the end. Maybe it's more music by hook.
I think so.
I think there's going to be another song as we say goodbye. We'll be back in a few weeks with a weird band from the UK.
Awesome. Have a good one, man.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye-bye.
You've heard of.
Ce que j'aime de Burning, c'est.
Ce que j'aime de Burning,
Moi, ce que j'aime de Burning.
Ce que j'aime de Burning,
alors ce que j'aime de Burning, c'est surtout la relation entre le texte et les instruments.
C'est du build-up, le deuxième verse. Les refrains qui sont vraiment intenses.
le sujet dont le traite.
En fait, ça part smooth comme
Le petit riff à 3-4 notes, bluesy au bout avec 2 accords en arrière. Moi, écoute, ça me parle énormément.
dès que le refrain embarque, c'est à grand coup de poing jusqu'à la fin.
L'intensité de la fin. Watch out, il y a quelque chose qui s'en vient. C'est le genre de choses que j'aime bien gros aussi.
Donc en l'écoutant une fois, j'ai envie de partir courir en faisant des flips pendant 2 heures.
Je me lâche lousse et puis.
Vérifier la face de Luc qui fait les drums en show. Il va être obligé de chuter son drum à la fin de la gig tellement qu'il le défonce.
Comme s'il y avait un genre de tornade qui passait dans tout.
Le drum super loud.
J'ai beau être guitariste, j'ai envie de mettre ça de côté et de commencer à jouer du drum pour le restant de ma vie. Gros trip sur le deuxième verse en ce qui me concerne.